Samuel 1:17 is the story of David and Goliath. For the last 10 years or so, I would say, in church, doesn't matter what the preacher was preaching about, I always was thinking about David and Goliath. And I had so many discussions with God with why am I thinking of David and Goliath when I hear his word and other things that have happened. And on one occasion the Lord asked me, who killed Goliath? And I always said David did. And out of frustration I said the rock did. He said to me, I am the rock. I am the rock. So when I see rocks these days, I look at them completely differently. Just back to the story of David and Goliath. Such a beautiful story and remarkable that David was a child, and with his relationship he had with God, he wasn't scared to go and fight Goliath, this giant, while everyone else was scared to do it. And I said to you the other day that God has such a sense of humor. He said to me while I had the discussions during that period, he said to me, David wasn't so good anyway. He had to choose 5 stones. He says, I only needed 1. I just laughed when he said that to me. It was so nice. But so many things made sense, and God refers to stones and rocks. And I want to read out of Matthew 16 verse 18. And I say to you, Peter, one of the disciples, on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. The gates of hell shall not prevail against it. On this rock God will build his church. And something that stands out to me is in Luke, another instance in Luke 19 and in verse 38. Now the disciples were singing about Jesus, and they were saying the following: Blessed is the King who comes in the name of the Lord, peace in heaven and glory in the highest. So they were singing to Jesus, and the Pharisees overheard this. And some of the Pharisees called to him from the crowd, Teacher, rebuke your disciples, rebuke them. They shouldn't be singing this. And then Jesus answered and said to them, I tell you, if they keep silent, the disciples and the rest of the other people, the stones will immediately cry out. The stones. So if we don't do the work of God, he could have said the camels, the cows, the horses. He chose the stones. So let's become stones. Rock hard for God. Thank you for watching. Cheers.